Bob from crookedtable.com here. Congratulations if you've made it this far, assuming you're watching this in sequence. If not, you cheeky bastard. And now is the part where I start talking about not only the films that I liked that were nominated for Best Picture, but the ones that I actually loved. So without further ado, let's move forward. Number 3, The Martian, directed by Ridley Scott. True confession, I wasn't really excited to see this film initially. I knew it was based on a book and I'd heard some good things about it, but I was sort of burnt out on the idea of sci-fi film starring Matt Damon. We had Interstellar, where he's actually stuck in a very similar situation on a distant planet. And of course we had him in Elysium, which I really didn't care for at all. So I wasn't exactly sure what to expect when I went into The Martian. I'm a fan of Ridley Scott's in general, of course, but I walked out completely floored and totally surprised by how much I loved it. The film stars Damon as astronaut Mark Watney, who's accidentally left behind on Mars. And a large portion of the runtime is really just Damon sitting on Mars by himself, thinking things through or talking to the camera. I need to science the shit out of this. Using his intellect to find a solution. The film does a great job of really balancing the survival story of Mark Watney stranded on Mars, dealing with the elements there and trying to survive, with the story of NASA and the team of technicians and such back on Earth trying to mount a rescue mission. Of course, at this point, they had publicly declared that Watney had passed away during the mission, and the film deals with the PR crisis of that. But what really separates The Martian from other survivals-based stories such as Life of Pi or Castaway is Damon's performance. He really grounds it and makes his character so human and so likable and so positive. The film is really a celebration of the human spirit, and it has a very science-positive attitude that translates well to the screen. And Drew Goddard's script is so playful and lighthearted throughout that it really makes the film such a crowd pleaser. And it's no surprise to me that the cinema score for this film was through the roof, the highest that the studio had ever seen up to this point, because it really does give you that kind of feeling when you walk out like that was a great movie. You can recommend this to pretty much anyone. It's one of those films that it's kind of hard for me to imagine anyone not liking. Damon's performance, the pacing, for the most part, really worked for me. There is some, of course, when you have someone stranded in a remote location for an extended period of time, you always have that part where, they all of a sudden you jump and, they have their I've been stranded beard. Tom Hanks knows what I'm talking about. And the film mostly avoids those kinds of issues pacing-wise. There's a lot of moments there where he is feeling like he's about to die and he is feeling struggling and feeling pushed up against the wall, but he just comes right back against it and is totally determined and committed to doing whatever he has to do and figuring out a solution. And the movie's very inspiring in that it does make you sort of walk away from it being proud of the power of the human mind, that he was put in this impossible situation. Definitely one of the best films in the year, and I'm glad that the Oscars actually nominated it and gave it some attention this year. It's nice to see Oscars actually recognize, great movies, artistically satisfying movies, don't always have to be hard to sit through. Did you see The Martian? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And visit crookedtable.com for more videos, podcasts, reviews, and other movie-related goodies.